Hello everyone, and welcome to Module 4 of Lesson 12. In the previous module, we covered the topic of managing stakeholder expectations. Today, we will discuss the importance of closing project communication. As we conclude a project, effective communication plays a crucial role in formally wrapping up the project's activities and celebrating its success. Let's start with cover the key aspects of closing project communication, including formally communicating project completion, celebrating successes, gathering feedback, and documenting lessons learned. The first step in closing project communication is formally announcing the project's completion. This involves 1. Official closure, clearly communicating to all stakeholders that the project has been completed. This includes the project team, sponsors, clients, and any other relevant parties. 2. Final deliverables, sharing the final deliverables and outcomes, ensuring that all agreed-upon results have been delivered and approved by the stakeholders. 3. Closing report, providing a comprehensive project closure report that summarizes the project's objectives, achievements, timelines, and any deviations from the original plan. This report serves as an official record of the project's completion and performance. Closing a project is also an excellent opportunity to celebrate the success and recognize the efforts of everyone involved. This can include 1. Acknowledgement of contributions, recognizing the hard work and contributions of the project team, stakeholders, and other contributors. This fosters a sense of accomplishment and appreciation. 2. Celebratory events, organizing a celebratory event or gathering can boost morale and strengthen team spirit. It provides a platform to reflect on the challenges overcome and the goals achieved. 3. Public communication, if appropriate, share the project's success with a broader audience, such as company newsletters, social media, or press releases. Highlighting the project's achievements can enhance the organization's reputation and promote its capabilities. The closure phase also presents an invaluable opportunity to gather feedback and document lessons learned. This involves 1. Stakeholder feedback, collect feedback from stakeholders to understand their satisfaction levels and any concerns they may have. This feedback is crucial for evaluating the project's success from different perspectives. 2. Team debriefing, conduct a debriefing session with the project team to discuss what went well and what could be improved. Encourage open and honest communication to capture valuable insights. 3. Lessons learned documentation, document the lessons learned throughout the project. This includes identifying best practices, challenges faced, and strategies used to overcome obstacles. This documentation serves as a resource for future projects, helping to avoid similar pitfalls and leverage successful strategies. In summary, closing project communication is a critical step that involves formally communicating project completion, celebrating successes, and gathering valuable feedback. It ensures that all stakeholders are informed, achievements are recognized, and lessons learned are documented for future reference. By effectively closing a project, we not only conclude the current endeavor on a positive note but also set the stage for future projects to build upon the knowledge and experience gained. Now we'll explore the benefits of closing communication, including ensuring stakeholder awareness of project completion, recognizing and appreciating contributions, and enhancing future project management practices. One of the primary benefits of closing communication is ensuring that all stakeholders are fully aware of the project's completion. This involves 1. Formal notification, officially informing stakeholders, including clients, team members, and sponsors, that the project has reached its conclusion. This communication should be clear, concise, and include a summary of the project's achievements. 2. Final deliverables, sharing the final deliverables and any relevant documentation with stakeholders ensures that everyone has access to the project's outcomes and results. 3. Post-project support, communicating any arrangements for post-project support or maintenance, if applicable, helps stakeholders understand the next steps and whom to contact for ongoing needs. Closing communication also provides an important opportunity to recognize and appreciate the contributions of everyone involved. This includes 1. Acknowledging efforts, publicly acknowledging the hard work and dedication of the project team, stakeholders, and contributors fosters a positive atmosphere and boosts morale. 2. Celebration of success. Organizing events or ceremonies to celebrate the project's success helps reinforce a sense of accomplishment and encourages a culture of recognition. 3. Individual recognition. Personal thank you messages or awards can go a long way in showing appreciation for individual contributions, motivating team members for future projects. Effective closing communication can significantly enhance future project management practices. This is achieved by 1. Feedback collection. Gathering feedback from stakeholders about the project and the communication process helps identify strengths and areas for improvement. This feedback is invaluable for refining project management strategies. 2. Lessons learned. Documenting the lessons learned during the project, including successes and challenges, provides a rich resource for planning and executing future projects more efficiently. 3. Knowledge sharing. Sharing insights and experiences gained from the project with the broader organization promotes a culture of continuous improvement and learning. In summary, the benefits of closing communication in project management are manifold. It ensures that all stakeholders are aware of the project's completion, recognizes and appreciates the contributions of all involved, and enhances future project management practices. By effectively communicating at the project's close, we not only conclude the current endeavor on a high note but also set the stage for greater success in future projects. Now let's cover the essential steps, including reviewing the communication plan, informing stakeholders, conducting a project review, documenting lessons learned, archiving project documentation, and celebrating project success. The first step in closing project communication is reviewing the communication plan. This involves 1. Assessing the plan. Go over the original communication plan to ensure all scheduled communications have been completed. This includes updates, reports, and stakeholder meetings. 2. Identifying gaps. Check for any missing communications or updates that need to be addressed before the project concludes. Ensuring all stakeholders are informed prevents misunderstandings and ensures transparency. 3. Final adjustments. Make any final adjustments to the communication plan to accommodate last-minute changes or requirements, ensuring that all necessary information is communicated effectively. The next step is to formally inform all stakeholders of the project's completion. This step includes 1. Final communication. Send out an official notice of project completion to all stakeholders. This should include a summary of the project's achievements, final deliverables, and any post-project processes or support information. 2. Acknowledge contributions. Use this opportunity to acknowledge and thank stakeholders, team members, and contributors for their efforts and support throughout the project. 3. Provide contact information. Ensure stakeholders know whom to contact for any future inquiries or follow-up needs related to the project. Conducting a project review is a crucial step in closing communication. This involves 1. Project debrief. Hold a project debrief meeting with the team and key stakeholders to discuss the project's outcomes. This includes what went well, what challenges were faced, and how they were addressed. 2. Performance assessment. Evaluate the project's performance against the original goals, timeline, and budget. This assessment helps in understanding the project's success and areas for improvement. 3. Feedback collection. Gather feedback from all participants to understand their perspectives on the project's execution and results. Documenting lessons learned is an essential part of the project closure process. This involves 1. Identifying key learnings. Capture key learnings from the project, including best practices, successful strategies, and areas where improvements are needed. 2. Creating a lessons learned document. Compile these insights into a lessons learned document. This document should be detailed and accessible, serving as a resource for future projects. 3. Sharing insights. Share the lessons learned with the broader organization to promote knowledge sharing and continuous improvement. The next step is to archive all project documentation. This includes 1. Organizing documents. Ensure all project-related documents, including plans, reports, and correspondence, are organized and properly labeled. 2. Secure storage. Store these documents in a secure location, either digitally or physically, where they can be easily accessed for future reference. 3. Accessibility. Make sure that relevant stakeholders know how to access these documents if needed, providing clarity and continuity for any post-project activities. Finally, celebrating project success is an important step to conclude the project on a positive note. This involves 1. Acknowledging achievements, highlight the project's successes and milestones, recognizing the hard work and dedication of the team and stakeholders. 2. Organizing a celebration, plan a celebration event, such as a team meeting, party, or informal gathering, to thank everyone involved and reflect on the journey. 3. Positive reinforcement, use this opportunity to reinforce the positive outcomes and the value delivered by the project, boosting morale and motivation for future projects. In summary, closing project communication involves a structured set of steps: reviewing the communication plan, informing stakeholders, conducting a project review, documenting lessons learned, archiving project documentation, and celebrating the project's success. These steps ensure that the project concludes in an organized, transparent, and positive manner, setting a solid foundation for future projects. Let's discuss key practices such as communicating early and often, involving stakeholders in the closure process, documenting and sharing lessons learned, evaluating communication effectiveness, and maintaining relationships with stakeholders. The first best practice is to communicate early and often. This includes 1. Proactive updates. Start planning closure communications well before the project ends. Regular updates help set expectations and prepare stakeholders for the project's conclusion. 2. Clear timelines. Share a clear timeline for closure activities, including key dates for final deliverables, project reviews, and documentation. 3. Consistent messaging. Ensure that all communications are consistent in message and tone, providing a unified and clear narrative of the project's closure. Involving stakeholders in the closure process is essential for a smooth transition. This involves 1. Engagement. Invite stakeholders to participate in final reviews and meetings. Their input is valuable for assessing the project's outcomes and understanding their satisfaction levels. 2. Feedback solicitation. Actively solicit feedback from stakeholders about their experience throughout the project. This feedback can provide insights into areas of success and opportunities for improvement. 3. Transparency. Be transparent about any issues or challenges faced during the project and how they were resolved. This builds trust and ensures stakeholders are fully informed. Documenting and sharing lessons learned is a key best practice. This includes 1. Comprehensive documentation. Capture all relevant experiences, both positive and negative, in a detailed lessons learned document. This should cover aspects such as project planning, execution, communication, and stakeholder management. 2. Distribution. Share the lessons learned document with the project team and relevant organizational stakeholders. This helps in disseminating valuable knowledge and practices that can benefit future projects. 3. Continuous improvement. Use the lessons learned as a foundation for continuous improvement in project management processes and practices. Evaluating the effectiveness of communication throughout the project is crucial. This involves 1. Assessment. Review the communication strategies used during the project to determine what worked well and what didn't. This includes evaluating the clarity, frequency, and channels of communication. 2. Stakeholder feedback. Gather feedback from stakeholders on their satisfaction with the communication they received. This helps identify gaps and areas for enhancement. 3. Improvements. Based on the evaluation, identify and implement improvements for future projects, ensuring more effective communication strategies. Maintaining relationships with stakeholders after project completion is important for long-term success. This includes 1. Ongoing communication. Keep in touch with stakeholders even after the project ends. This can involve sharing updates about related projects, organizational news, or industry developments. 2. Acknowledgement and appreciation. Continue to acknowledge and appreciate stakeholders' contributions, reinforcing a positive relationship. 3. Future opportunities. Engage stakeholders in discussions about potential future collaborations or projects, keeping them informed and involved in your organization's ongoing activities. In summary, the best practices for closing project communication include communicating early and often, involving stakeholders in the closure process, documenting and sharing lessons learned, evaluating communication effectiveness, and maintaining relationships with stakeholders. These practices not only ensure a smooth and effective closure but also set the stage for future success and collaboration. As we wrap up this module, let's summarize the key points we've covered, highlight the most important takeaways, and discuss the expected outcomes of effective closing communication. Let's dive into our final thoughts on this critical phase of project management. In this module, we've explored various aspects of closing project communication, including 1. Steps to close communication. We discussed the structured approach to closing communication, covering the review of the communication plan, informing stakeholders, conducting project reviews, documenting lessons learned, archiving documentation, and celebrating project success. 2. Best practices. We emphasized best practices such as communicating early and often, involving stakeholders, documenting lessons learned, evaluating communication effectiveness, and maintaining relationships. These elements are vital for ensuring that all stakeholders are adequately informed and that the project concludes smoothly. Here are the key takeaways from our discussion. 1. Proactive communication. Start planning and executing closing communications early, keeping stakeholders informed throughout the final stages of the project. 2. Stakeholder involvement. Actively engage stakeholders in the closure process, ensuring their feedback and perspectives are considered. 3. Documentation and learning. Thoroughly document lessons learned and share these insights to promote continuous improvement in future projects. 4. Relationship building. Maintain strong relationships with stakeholders post-project, recognizing their contributions and keeping them informed about future opportunities. These takeaways highlight the importance of a well-organized and transparent closure process. The outcomes of effective closing project communication are numerous. 1. Enhance stakeholder satisfaction. Proper closure ensures that stakeholders feel acknowledged and valued, boosting their satisfaction and trust. 2. Improve project management practices. Documenting and analyzing lessons learned contributes to refining project management practices, leading to better performance in future projects. 3. Stronger relationships. Maintaining ongoing communication helps sustain positive relationships with stakeholders, opening doors for future collaborations. In conclusion, closing project communication is not just a formality, it's a crucial part of the project lifecycle that can significantly impact stakeholder satisfaction and the success of future projects. By following the steps and best practices discussed, we can ensure a comprehensive and positive conclusion to our projects. Now it's time to summarize the information we've covered so far. To check how well you have understood the material, please follow the link below the video and take a short quiz to help you consolidate the knowledge you have gained in Lesson 12. I appreciate your attention and thank you for your time. Like and subscribe to the channel.